Hello. I'm so glad that you could be back with me. I'm happy for you that we can do this once again. Of course, you know who I am, and I know who you are, to a point. Although I did have a comment from a Voki, I do not know who this person is, and I sensed a possible bit of hostility, which did not please anyone. I could only imagine. I must check something. Is this working or not? We may have technical difficulties, but we can only hope that we do not. Just stay right there. Okay. There's many wires and things. Okay, now maybe the question from the author of the book Beyond the Cascade, which is without offering any spoilers, it is a somewhat of an ethereal, surreal book, which chronicles the life of a Girl Scout selling cookies high in the mountains of Africa. She's actually working on a Girl Scout, an Eagle Scout badge, where, you know, in times past the women could not do this, but she has done it. Let me check something here. Would you please? Yes, good thing that is that way. Uh-oh. Just as I may have suspected. We had blown the ground fault interrupter of the thing, and I believe we're back in business now. Don't go anywhere. I must answer your questions if I might. Okay, so I am asked, why the mathematics? You know, I'm very glad this question was asked, because mathematics is something, it's like so many things, like many revolutions which have been hijacked, such as the one in Cuba, for instance. It was intended for one thing, it hijacked to another. The mathematics is the essence of art. Why we have mathematics? You can almost predict the future, only to a point, but you can predict the future. Let's say, when will the two trains meet from Chicago to the Los Angeles, Chicago, boom. Okay, we had this question from Warren, probably the most magnificent violin player that you know. And the answer was they meet in Nebraska. I think it was Nebraska, or somewhere. But the point is, for the mathematics, is that it is the essence of art. It is a language. Mathematics is nothing but a language. It tells you so many things. How hard am I pushing? Mathematics. How hard do I have to push back to keep from being pushed down or up? Uh, so many things. With mathematics, you can know just how high in the sky you can go before you explode. Well, if you're a balloon, or how far down into the sea you can go before you squish into a blob of the jelly. So this is why mathematics, so that you won't turn to jelly and you won't blow up. Otherwise you do. There was another question. Oh, the bears. Well, of course, if it does not matter if anyone is around, whether the bear makes the things in the forest, they will still give off the same chemicals. If it is a tree falling, it gives off the sound waves. Now you say, does it make a sound? This is if you are of the belief that it has to be heard to be a sound. If you have been one who has stood against the madding crowd, the conformist tyranny, and know what it's like to be a voice in the wilderness unheard, you will say, no, it makes a sound. It is up to us to know whether we listen for it. So with the bear, yes, it's the only fortunate part. If no one is around, there may be no confrontation and no unpleasantness. However, it is there. So what is, depending on what is. And I think that's enough for now. I've been a little under the weather. I feel I have an internal, we don't know what it is. It could be the Belmondo disease, and I do not wish it on anyone. However, goodbye for now. Thank you so much, and I hope your life is filled with no hostility whatsoever. I can only wish you the best of all things.